Hello and welcome to Bonsai Therapy. Today we're going to be working on this Ficus tiger bark. There's like something on this tree that I really kind of don't like it that much. I was looking at it for a few days, and it's the apex is growing right on the turn of a branch, and it might be start building a little bulgy thing in there. But the problem is, I like that branch. That branch has been like growing for like a month or so, and I've been like so invested on that branch that I don't know what to do. And I like the apex too. It was kind of because this tree was basically just growing to the sides. There was nothing like growing up. And when this thing kind of started growing up, I started to fall in love with it. Like I fell in love with it. I really liked it. But it's like one of those things. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with it. That's the thing with trees, like they grow their own way sometimes, and sometimes you work on a branch and the branch is good. You like it, you love it, but then you need something to grow, and then it grows, but it kind of doesn't grow on the right side, the right place inside that you want it to grow, and then you have to come up with these decisions. That's an amazing tree when we actually working on a tree, because it's a tree. It does the things that she wants to do sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you have to go and just trim the branch that you love, the branch that you are kind of like. Oh my God, I wanted this thing in here. It's that branch over there that it's kind of messing me up, and probably gonna stay. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. And you might think that I'm acting. Yeah, I'm not. It's just like it's gut wrenching, right? You've been looking at this tree for weeks already, and I love that apex, the way the apex is coming, but I like that branch too. Right here we have this branch, and you have a little branch coming out this way, and then we have branches like popping up, and we're going to start with the ones that are coming up, and I'm going to try to have these branches growing in a more directional way. We have a leaf coming this way, to me. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to cut this branch here. It's going to be, just took this one out. Now right here we have this branch coming right from this main one, and I don't want it to go too crazy. I want to take these leaves coming on this direction here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut it down there, because we really just want to come up with a little pad over here. Now here, this is a little bit too bunched up. There's like too much stuff growing this way, and this one is a little stronger. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut the stronger one growing inside, so we got all the leaves coming this way. So let me see if I can show you better. This one is growing too big too. There's no need to make it like this. Here we are fine. I can just cut this one and just completely remove this new growth here that we're not going to need it. So it's out. And then there's this one here that I want to cut the new growth over there, and there's no need for this to extend any longer. So I'm just going to remove that one. And so what happens here, I think I can actually take this one a little bit more back. Just 3 leaves. I'm going to leave 3 leaves in here. I could wire it, but I really not too much into wiring anything. This branch here, sorry, I'm having trouble getting you guys with the right angle on the camera. This branch here, as you can see, there's this leaf here, so it goes in the direction that I want more than the other one. So let's take this out. So we got a leaf coming this way, and we got most of the leaves on this branch coming this way, so it's okay. And there's another little growth over there that it's coming this outside also, so I get all the leaves like growing outside more than in and up. I might actually just take this one here too. Should be fine. So this way I'm going to give strength to this leaf. That is coming this way, so we've created a little bit of a pad over there. It's going to be a pad like in the future, but right now it's a conglomerate of little branches. Okay, right here, this branch, you can see it's the longest, divides like in two, right there, 1 and 2. So we're gonna have to deal with this a little bit. I got one leaf coming this way, so it's going to be a decent cut right there. Right here, the same thing. I got a leaf coming this way here and another leaf coming this way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna trim it right there. Same thing, what I'm doing is just like trimming it in a way that the leaves that are growing outside, we left space to do what they're supposed to do. Like basically just taking the major growth so that the tree can grow again. I'm cutting everything to 2 or 3 leaves. I'm going to do the same in here, like coming out, so we're going to be cutting wherever it's really growing up. This, I got one leaf on this side, so I'm going to be trimming all these major growths. So what we're doing now is just like taking up like the major growth so that we give it a chance to grow better and to have stuff like growing in the back of the branches too. So that's why I'm just trimming this thing. On this one, actually, I want leaves like going a little flat or downwards. It doesn't really bother me right now at this point. I just don't want the stuff to go up. I want it to go a little bit flatten out. Just that it grew so strong in the last month or so that well, sometimes you basically gotta do what you gotta do, and don't worry because it's not gonna die nor anything as long as you leave some leaves on the branches. It's gonna be okay. I got this one here with this leaf coming this way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut everything up above it. This one here is growing too strong. I wanted to get like some taper going, so I'm gonna cut this one. So I got one leaf coming this way and another leaf coming that way. So, and this one like growing up, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just gonna take it out. Now on this branch here, that then divides into one going backwards on the tree and the other one with some leaves coming out, what I'm going to do, actually I'm just going to cut this one that is dividing, no, not really, I'm just going to cut above here, because here you got leaves coming this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be trimming it above it. So we got these leaves coming here, and I got a leaf coming over there too, and then I got on the lower branch I got one coming this way and another coming that way. Like here, I don't know if you can see, I got another one coming out, so it's okay. Here I got a full amount of, like a full branch coming this way, that's what I like. And then I got another leaf coming this way, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to work on this one. So I'm just gonna take this one on top, take this leaf take this tree. So we got like the branches moving like this way, which is something that I want. The bottom too. Right here, what we got here? We got here this one has well, you're not gonna be able to see it that well because it's hidden by the front one. But yes, this leaves like coming this way, the way that we want it. There's another one here. So what I'm going to do is like cut the one going straight up and with leaves growing to the interior of the tree. So and later as it grows, if this one goes too tall and starts pushing, and we have to trim it again, we'll do it again. This is the apex. There's a branch coming this way that I'm gonna let it grow. Because it would fill up like this area here. It's fine. There's another one on this side that it might be helping later with the pad, so I'm gonna leave these two. And this apex is actually developing like really well. It's like I got one branch on one side, I got another branch on the other side over here and on this side, and then I got a little bit higher branch that is coming towards us, and I have another branch that is coming on the other side. So it's growing pretty well. Like there's not really a big mess of growth. Now we're just going to trim the apex back, because most of the growth is going to be there. So just gonna cut everything to the 2 or 3 leaves. So there's really not a lot into it. I'm keeping the same thing. I want to have the trees that are growing outside, I want them to have more strength, so I am just cutting whatever it's growing up. This one here, the same thing. I'm just gonna push it back a little bit. And cut whatever is growing straight up, and I don't really want to. So here you can see we just took a lot of stuff little by little. Not too much that's going to endanger the tree's health. So basically I'm just cutting it to the first 2-3 leaves. Now this is the top of the tree. We're going to follow the same procedure. There are like some small leaves that are growing that are going to turn into branches, so we can just remove them before they actually grow into branches, because you have enough branches already coming up and you really don't want that to happen. So, and you can see like when these new branches are growing, if sometimes if they're going to be crossing other branches, so you can just remove them right away when they're just leaves, because you know that eventually it will happen. Like this one here might turn into a branch in a position that I really don't want to. And since we are working the apex, we know that that more growth will come from this area. I don't want this to go anymore up. This is going to turn into a branch that is going to be in the way. So we cut a little bit more. Now here, this leaf is coming just right from the bottom of this. This is going to be a branch, so you can just remove it. And you clean up your apex too. So this apex is growing not completely straight, and the thing is, what happens is it's turning to one side. If you can see, it's coming like this way, coming to one side. I could wire it and just straighten it up, right, with the wire. Just would do a little bend. But since I have so many branches coming down here, that some of them are exactly coming, branches growing this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna, and this is going to be a big cut. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut it right before when it starts bending. Here you go, I cut all this part of the apex. And the branches that are coming, growing like inside, inside of the tree, like growing to the direction where it's going to be like more inside of the tree, are going to naturally kill that bend. So I think we are pretty much done with this tree. And this is it. This is basically our Ficus tiger bark. I want to show you what we did in here. We cut a lot of stuff. There you go, and there's more over there. All this stuff, I'm going to use it for cuttings to see what happens, and we might get some other little ficus trees from those cuttings. And yeah, so we basically like just trying to build like pads over here, and when this thing starts filling up the way we want it to fill up, the pads are going to be way more interesting. Now, the thing that I was talking about with the apex and the branch, and now you're going to be able to see it better. We got this branch growing this way, right? And then out of the branch, the apex is coming up. So what might happen is like we're going to have a little bulge in here. But as I said before, I love this bench. I love this branch, and I want an apex. So we're going to reach a compromise here. So I'm going to keep this branch, and I'm going to keep the apex. I'm not going to cut anything, at least for now, because I think the tree, it's actually looking pretty cool though, like the way it's coming up. You guys stay sharp. I don't see if I see you again until September. Yeah, I'm going to be out on vacation. I hope you guys stay well. I'm going to still follow you all and look at your videos. That's what I'm going to be doing during my vacation time. And yeah, enjoy and be good. Have a good one.